Got a big leather suitcase, all I own's inside. Since I've been walking for days, can't even bomb a ride.
Most of us know Clint Black's voice, but what you might not know is his involvement with a horrible genetic disorder called Rett syndrome.
Hi, I'm Clint Black. Have you heard of Rett syndrome? I hadn't until my niece Courtney was diagnosed. Rett syndrome is a neurological disorder which occurs mostly in girls. It's often misdiagnosed as autism or cerebral palsy. Rett syndrome strikes without warning. A girl with Rett syndrome starts out as a happy, healthy baby until 6 or 18 months of age, when something goes terribly wrong. She loses the ability to speak, use her hands to play with toys, or even feed herself. She may also lose the ability to walk. A girl with Rett syndrome makes constant hand-washing or hand-wringing movements. By the time she is 3 years old, a girl with Rett syndrome is severely handicapped. The International Rett Syndrome Foundation hopes to find the families affected by this devastating disorder and provide care and research that will make a difference. Research is urgently needed to accelerate treatments and find a cure. Please call 1-800-818-7388 or visit rettsyndrome.org today. Your help is our hope.
Now imagine this, every 2 hours a girl is born with Rett syndrome. Joining me live from Nashville this morning to talk more about this genetic disorder, our country superstar Clint Black and Dr. Jeffrey Newell, a researcher at the Neurological Research Institute right here at Texas Children's Hospital. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks. Thank you.
First, Clint, you have a very emotional connection to Rett syndrome. Tell us about your niece.
My niece Courtney, my brother Kevin's daughter, was diagnosed and lost her battle to Rett at age 16. And Kevin began to get involved in fundraising efforts, and so I started pitching in literally with the pitching iron on a golf course with annual tournaments, and we've been holding events down there every year since then.
Well, I think it's a great thing that you're using your celebrity to bring awareness about this. It affects girls almost exclusively, so how prevalent is Rett syndrome?
Doc?
Well, Rett syndrome is identified in about 1 in 10,000 girls who are born. And, you know, we feel that it is really under-recognized. I mean, in Texas, we've identified at least 200 people. You know, at Texas Children's Hospital, the Bluebird Circle Rett Clinic, we follow actively about 500 people. But we really feel that we're not finding everybody. In fact, I have seen people who grew up in the Houston area who weren't diagnosed until they were 16, 17 years old. So I know that there's a lot of people who are out there who aren't being recognized right now.
So how do we find that earlier diagnosis? What do parents need to be looking out for?
Well, they need to be watching to make sure their children are gaining skills and, most importantly, not losing skills. I think that's the tip-off, is people with Rett syndrome lose the ability to use their hands, and they lose their ability to speak. And they develop this repetitive hand movement, washing or wringing of their hands, and have trouble walking. So those are the things that they really need to be looking out for.
Well, it's valuable information that you're helping get out there. Clint, the International Rett Syndrome Foundation recently launched a $5 million Research to Reality campaign for which you are the chairman. How will you be raising that money, and how can we help you?
Well, one of the big ways, after being on Celebrity Apprentice, my buddy Scott Hamilton vowed to help us raise more money, and he acquired a matching grant from the Pioneer Fund for $1 million. So everything we raised up to $1 million was doubled, and we've exceeded that. We're holding events down in the Houston area every year as well. This year, the weekend of October 21st. We'll be having a fishing tournament down in Kemah, a golf tournament, and a walkathon. Will be a concert up in Conroe on the 23rd. Kind of a variety show with me and my family. And we're doing that each year. You can also go to rettsyndrome.org and find out ways you can help in your community. There are families putting together events all over the country year-round and raising money. So, you know, raising the money for the research, raising awareness so that parents know what they're dealing with is just as big a part of the campaign. As you can imagine, seeing something going terribly wrong with your child is devastating. Not knowing what that is just compounds it.
Well, we appreciate all that you're doing right here in the Houston area, and we certainly will do everything we can to help support that. We'll put a link to all those upcoming events on our website at myfoxhouston.com. And I just want to mention that all the information that doctors are getting about the neurological disorder, Rett syndrome, they'll also help them lead to information about autism and mental retardation as well.
Absolutely. You know, the research that we're doing at the Neurologic Research Institute at Texas Children's Hospital is really trying to bridge that gap. We think that because this is a genetic disorder, which was identified here by Huda Zogby at Baylor College of Medicine, we can understand this at a deeper level, and that will really provide insights into things like autism and Parkinson's, other diseases that are much more common and share certain symptoms with Rett syndrome.
Well, thanks to you both for getting out the important word. Great to talk to you this morning.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.
All right, switch.